Bank of Uganda imposes new directives on withdrawal transactions. Residents of Blenga are in crisis of consuming dirty water. Thousands of pilgrims turn up to celebrate Uganda Matters Day. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni cautions Westerners on homosexuality. Muslims are in cloud 9 to celebrate Eid al-Fitr. A very good afternoon and welcome to the news at 1 on Iconic Media with me, Emerson Douglas Mafura. Bank of Uganda imposes new directives on withdrawal charges for all customers who are withdrawing above 1 million shillings. Let's have more details from our reporter. The Bank of Uganda just announced the new directive requiring all customers withdrawing above 1 million shillings to present their national IDs to the mobile money agents for the transactions. Now, this aims to enhancing the customer security and prevent fraud in the banking sector. With effective immediately, this directive applies to all mobile money operators, banks and other financial institutions. This move has drawn questions to the mobile money operators, and this is what they have to say about this.
It was sent to us as agents through our agent lines and also to personal lines of customers. Well, for the government, maybe they thought it was a good move, which actually it can, but then its implementation is not doesn't make sense to some people, especially some customers. One, there are some customers who are very sensitive to their financial information. You get it? And they may not trust some agents. Some of us may be people who may not be having good hearts, some may be having good hearts. So if a customer gives me with their watch, with their ID, with their information that I've withdrawn this amount of money, I can use that information to what? To follow him up. You get? So, yeah. If I'm a bad agent. Because agents, there are some who are good and there are some who are bad. So a customer has a right to refuse to give out such information. So you end up losing such a customer. He tells you, no, maybe not to really go somewhere else. You get? Yes. Then the second thing, that many people who don't have national IDs, much as they have money on their phones. And also another thing, someone may have recently lost their national ID, but then he needs to transact. Okay? So what should you do? What should you do about it? So definitely, by all means, for us as agents, we are forced to transact regardless of whether he has the ID or no. Because the customer will tell you, no, let me go to somewhere else, someone who can help me. You get it? So literally, there is non-compliance to a large extent. Because of that, one, people are not comfortable. Then two, some people don't have national IDs.
However, this directive has not only stopped on mobile money attendants, but has also extended the mixture of reactions from the customers, and questions have been asked and raised from different stakeholders, and these are the reactions from the customers.
Over asking national IDs from us for a transaction of 1 million and above, for me I think it's not liable, because we have been transacting before and it's been working well. So it's, for me, it's like wasted of time. I don't find it important.
oluusi ogenda ku mobile money oyina emergency oyina byoyagala gula abatandika okubuuza simanyi identity card waliwo yambuuza driving permit sivugangako motoka ne bambuuza bino ne bambuuza biri nga sisobola nabitegeera kati babuleo katona batubuuza ne certificate letter batubuuza ebitakwataga bannange nze mpulira kati oba siddamu nakuteeka ku ssente ne ku ssimu bannange saagana kubulwirako kubanga nakuze ne bya mobile money nyinza nebona bivaako obubi jasa.
The Bank of Uganda officials have advised the customers without national IDs to obtain them to avoid inconveniences in the transactions. For Iconic Media News, Emerson Douglas Mafura. Alright, welcome back from that story, and from there we are asking our viewers outside there, what do you think on the new directive by the Bank of Uganda requiring all the customers to present their national IDs for the transactions above 1 million shillings? We shall get your views from there. In another story, the overwhelming residents of Bulenga are in crisis of consuming contaminated water, and this has resulted into the spread of waterborne diseases due to lack of access to clean water. Let's have more details.
The residents of Bulenga are grappling with the serious health crisis of contaminated water ponds and wells, which have become a breeding ground for waterborne diseases, leaving many families struggling to access clean water. The contaminated water sources that residents of Bulenga are forced to rely on is filled with algae and garbage, making it perfect breeding ground for bacteria and diseases. Despite the obvious health risks, residents have no choice but to use this water for drinking, cooking, and personal hygiene, resulting into a surge in waterborne diseases like diarrhea, cholera, and typhoid fever. We spoke to the residents who expressed their frustration and concern.
Era mazima olaba abamaduka eyo yonna waggulu mu paaka eyo yonna eyo yonna ku maduuka oli abeera ne taapu awo mu lujja lwe n'agamba ndeterayo ekidomola kyaki ky'okuluzi.
We also spoke to a local doctor who painted a grim picture.
Most of this contaminated water is consumed by the children and the women because they are mostly at home, and so most of the diseases that come due to poor sanitation affect young children and women. Schools are another set of the community that is affected by poor access to clean and safe water, as children spend most of the time that will be used to study going out to fetch water because the school community needs water. They draw this water from water ponds that are contaminated, especially during the rains. In trying to combat this is drilling water wells in order to combat the problem of water.
The situation is equally dire for school pupils who are struggling to learn in an environment where access to clean water is luxury.
My name is Mwebe Owen. I am studying at St. Gabriel's Bethlehem Primary School. We are getting water from ponds, which is dirty to our life.
The residents are calling on the government and humanitarian organizations to intervene and provide clean water sources. Until then, they will continue to suffer the consequences of using contaminated water.
For Iconic Media News, Emerson Douglas Mafura, Bulenga. In another story, Muslims are on cloud 9 during celebrations of Eid al-Fitr. Our live reporter Gerard Aine is in the field from Wandegea. Let's have more details from him.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Aine Gerard reporting live from Wandegea Main Mosque. Today marks the end of the holy month of Ramadan, hence a celebration for our Muslim brothers and sisters. Here at Wandegea Main Mosque, the atmosphere is filled with excitement and joy as the worshippers gather together to celebrate and thank Allah for having led them through the month of Ramadan. We are going to talk to one of the worshippers here at Wandegea Main Mosque. Mama, how is the day?
The day has been very good, nice.
chikuyisiza kitya gwe ng'omusiraamu? How do you feel being reaching on such a day?
I'm feeling so happy because we have been fasting for 30 days. Today it's our Eid, we celebrate. Ndi musanyufu nnyo olwaleero luno okulaba nga tulutuuseeko olunaku mbadde ndirinda.
Kirungi maama, kati gwe obubaka kibwowa kuba abasiraamu abantu abali eyo abakulaba?
Obubaka bwempa abantu abali ku lunaku luno olwa Eid babeere basanyufu, baleme kwonoona kisiibo kyabwe, bagende nga bamaze okusaala bagende babeere basanyuke mu nsanyuko ennungi ekkirizibwa mu busiraamu, tebonoona lunaku lwabwe, basaddakire abanaku, balambule ab'eŋŋanda zaabwe, tubeere basanyufu ku lunaku luno nakubanga lyetumaze nga tusimba.
Yes, welcome. We are glad to have you here on such a day. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Abdurrahman Ahmad. I'm from Sudan.
Your name?
My name is Ismail Muhammad.
Right.
My name is Ahmed Shafiq from Sudan. My name is Abdullah Muhammad. I'm from Sudan.
Thank you so much. On such a special day to you as a Muslim, how do you feel today?
Of course, this day is a special day for us as Muslims. We'll be happy, of course. We are happy because the first thing is today is Eid, Alhamdulillah, and the second thing is I'm here in Uganda. Yeah, I feel like very glad. I feel like comfortable here. I feel like I'm here in my country.
You're very glad to be in Uganda as a country. Yeah, that's so special on such a day of Eid. So, which message do you give to people out there, maybe your fellow Muslims and the entire community that is watching you now?
I just want to say to them, be happy, be glad, like good, and give all the people, all the Muslim greeting us and give like this. That's all.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I wish you the best of the day. Have the best day for you today as Muslims. Congratulations upon finishing the month of Ramadan.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. How was the experience of this month? How did you go through it as a believer in the Islamic faith?
To be honest, it wasn't actually easy because you have to avoid all types of temptation. Responsibilities means you have to do your fasting again, which is what's in a cup of tea. I tried my best. Allah bless me.
Thank you so much. So, what is your message? How was the turn up? Since this is the main mosque at the Makerere University ground, so what was the turn up? How did students engage or participate in this holy month?
The holy month? Yes, the fasting bit of it. When they came here for Eid, it was just a few of them. I think most of them went to share it with their families. But me, I had options, so I said, why not? It's my last year, let me come and celebrate it with my friends. And we close that.
Oh, that's so interesting. So what message do you give to the people watching you, the fellow Muslims and the entire community watching you out there on such a day?
I mean,
what message?
The message I would give,
send, yeah?
Just keep staying strong in faith. Alhamdulillah, we'll do everything for what is halal. That's all I want to tell. Just continue. And besides, if you find fasting hard, just know there's a goal. At least let the food be the goal. let the food be the goal. You just fast at once and you eat at once. Actually, lovely to share food.
Interesting. Thank you so much. I wish you the best of the day. For Iconic Media News, Nigeria reporting live from the Makerere University Islamic community.
Alright, thank you so much, Gerard, for that story. Another story, the closure of Ginger Rail Line has raised questions among the stakeholders and citizens. Let's have more details from Ashraf.
I am Sewanga Ashraf Habib reporting under Iconic Media TV station. Today, as you're seeing, I'm here at the Ginger Uganda Railway Station. I'm here to anything new more about the shutdown of Ginger Uganda Railway Station. The closure came as a shock to many who relied on the station for travel and saw it as a symbol of Ginger's history. Officials cited safety concerns and financial issues as reasons for the shutdown. However, locals argue that the station holds significant cultural value and should be preserved. So let me get one of the natives or the locals of this area, and he tells us more about the shutdown of the railway station. Jamali kusema.
Kale sebo.
Amanya nedowooza.
Kyakulaga usiiba.
Kati twali tubabuuza nti eno train okutakulagira yafikinga ate ng'abantu bakino ekitundu.
Train eyo entambula tukalubiriza. Yani badde bagitereeza gavumenti n'ebeera ng'etwanguyira mu gye tukola. Kubanga okusaa zino okuva wano okugenda e Kampala tukalubiriza. Tukalubiriza entambula ya bbeeyi. Kubanga okuva Iganga okugenda e Kampala oba omutwala eb'ekitundu osabya Christmas. Saa zino osabya Christmas naye gumu kitundu kati. Kati tukalubizibwa okugenda e Kampala tukalubiriza. Okusitula emigugu byonna biba tubeera ku bya muwendo nnyo.
Kati gwe obadde osuubira eno train okuva mpaka Kampala eyinza okubaza mu ssente mmeka?
Eyinza otwalira omutwalo kubanga babeera bangi abagituulamu.
Tuyanza nnyo ssebo. Webalire.
Kale ssebo.
Efforts are underway to find a solution that would allow the station to reopen or be used for something else beneficial to the community. For now, the closure has sparked discussions about the importance of preserving Jinja's historical landmarks while adapting to modern needs. Thank you. Yours faithfully, Serwanga Ashraf.
Welcome back from that news story. Let's have some short commercial break. When we come back, we shall continue with some stories.
No! What would your child do? Students make better choices when they learn life skills.
Let's not contribute to a garbage pile.
Ask about the Health and Family Life Education program for your school.
My home, I smile when I think of you, Uganda. My home. My home, I dance when I look at you, Uganda. My home, oh my Uganda.
I know, with you I'll always stay forever. I know, because I feel that we belong together. My home, under the sun so bright, under the moon at night, on my heart, mommy, oh my Uganda.
Hey mama,
My Uganda. My Uganda. My Uganda. My Uganda. Nikukunda. My Uganda. Amari alemira. My Uganda.
nyowe nikugonza.
My Uganda.
Amina ngojo, Amina ngojo.
At MTN, we look forward to starting another exciting journey together to grow our home, Uganda.
Is a reminder just how beautiful this, our land, truly is. The kind of beauty that you can only find here. In the lush green all around us and the wondrous sights within. It's what you feel in the gentle caress of tropical wind from the mountaintops. And the glow in your heart from a warm neighborly invite. It's in the distinct aroma of our cooking to the taste of food that takes you on a journey. In the sound of homecoming and the sound of Mother Earth. In the magnificence we find on our travels and the exciting moments we experience. Ours is the kind of beauty that comes in all things big and small. All we have to do is awaken our senses and truly enjoy what's uniquely ours. Uganda, the pearl of Africa.
Ugandans, malaria is a killer disease in our country. However, the government is implementing new strategies and distributing free mosquito nets is one of them. Therefore, let's welcome the Sleep Under the Net campaign. The government is distributing free long-lasting insecticide-treated mosquito nets to all Ugandans to create a malaria-free Uganda. Sit back at your home. Equipped COVID-19 smart teams from the Health Ministry will deliver nets to your doorstep. Sleep under the mosquito net and stay safe. Together, we can chase malaria out of Uganda. This message is from Brand Point Experts, supported by the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. Let's have more stories. Thousands of pilgrims have turned up to celebrate Uganda Matters Day. The celebrations of this year has marked the 60th canonization of the Uganda Martyrs who died during the reign of Kabaka Mwanga II. Let's have more details from Emerson Douglas Mafra. Thousands of pilgrims have turned up to celebrate Uganda Matters Day. Today, 3rd of June 2024, here at Namugongo, marks the 60th celebrations of the Uganda Matters. This day is being celebrated annually in remembrance of the martyrs who died for the faith and love in God. It's being led by the Archbishop of Nebi Catholic Diocese under the theme, "As for me and my household, we shall serve the Lord." And that's Joshua chapter 24, verses 15. As you've seen behind me, there are the pilgrims who have walked miles and kilometers of distance from various places outside Uganda and within Uganda from different regions. They have come to celebrate this day for their faith and love in God. Christians, which includes the Catholics and the Protestants, have gathered in large numbers to celebrate this day. We happen to talk to some of the pilgrims today to share with us their experience of the day, how it has been. What's your name? Where are you from? Which means of transport are you using? Taxi. What are some of the challenges that we're going to make here? Okay, it's okay. Thank you so much. So what's your name?
Lisa.
Lisa, where are you coming from?
I'm from Canada.
Canada. So what's the experience of the day so far?
So far so good. I'm here to learn about Uganda culture and the special day, and also to remember the day in history and celebrate that there is religious freedom in Uganda and peace.
All right, thank you. The theme of the day today, celebrating Uganda Matters, is all about as for me and my household, we shall serve the Lord. And that's Joshua chapter 24, verses 15. So what's your insight about that?
That each household will serve the Lord, you and your household. That's awesome. And this is the day to celebrate our freedom to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, my mom, she came into trouble with her government, not in Canada, in a different country, in the 80s for her faith. And the reason why she had to leave her country was for that. So it's very important to celebrate the right to do that.
Okay, thank you. What's your message to the fellow Christians and the entire community?
God bless you all and enjoy this day.
All right, thank you so much. For Iconic Media News, Emerson Douglas Mafra reporting from Namugongo. In another story, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni cautions the Westerners on homosexuality. This has followed his gracing of the function at Namugongo during Uganda Matters Day.
As thousands of pilgrims turn up from different regions in Uganda and outside Uganda from different countries, this year's celebrations marks the 60th canonization of the Uganda Martyrs. The celebrations were led by the Archbishop of Gulu Archdiocese, Raphael Okrach, who animated the national liturgy on behalf of Nebi Catholic Diocese. And he urged the Christians to emulate their example and strive to build a society founded on Christian values.
I welcome you all to this historical place where most of the Uganda martyrs were executed between 1885 and 1887 on the orders of Kabaka Mwanga II, the King of Buganda. Their martyrdom is a testament to their unwavering faith and courage in the face of persecution, and I'm delighted to declare that this year we are celebrating 60 years since their canonization. This day is hence celebrated annually as a reminder to the whole of humanity of the importance of faith, resilience, unity, and witness to Christ. It serves as a source of inspiration for millions, not only in Uganda, but across the world, highlighting the profound impact of steadfast belief and moral integrity. It encourages us to stand firm in our beliefs and support religious freedom and tolerance.
The representative from the Vatican, who delivered the speech of the Pope, highlighted on the solemnity of the Uganda Martyrs, representing the special moment of grace and faith of the Church and Christians in Uganda.
The solemnity, the Ugandan martyrs represent a special moment of faith and grace for the Church and the Christians in our beloved Uganda. The Christian faith is strengthened by the example and intercession of the martyrs. All the Christians received the same baptism of the Ugandan martyrs. Martyr means witness. For this reason, we are called to be witnesses of Christ in our life and actions. The Christian faith is practical one. It concerns and inspires actions, decisions, responsibilities. Jesus said in his programmatic speech, "You are the salt on earth, you are the light for the world."
However, the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robina Nabanja, also graced the celebrations, reiterating the Uganda's government's commitment and Chief of Defense Forces General Yoweri Museveni for maintaining peace and security in Uganda.
Your Excellency, now that you are here, before I invite you, allow me to request everybody, one present here, to join me to thank you for the peace and the security in this country. Your Excellency, people came from everywhere in this country, and we did not have any major incidents of insecurity. I want once again to thank you. Your Excellency, with your able leadership, Uganda is now connected on tarmac roads from north to south, from east to west, and this facilitated the travel of our pilgrimage here to Namugongo. Your Excellency, I want to thank you for the contribution of 1.5 billion which we gave in support of today's celebration as government.
The function was also graced by His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who cautioned the Westerners on the issue of homosexuality regarding Uganda as a land of martyrs.
The African youth, totally diverted
You don't hear them talking about the integration of Africa, which is what Mwalimu was fighting for, and which is what we have been fighting for. When I make the State of the Nation in a few days' time, I will emphasize this point. So, finally, the final 2 points. The example of the saints. Today, Uganda is a country of martyrs. And those people who are just talking outside there, I normally follow what they are saying. Like on the issue of the homosexuals, they talk so much, this one, that one. They don't know that Uganda is a land of martyrs.
The Uganda Martyrs legacy continues to inspire generations as their bravery and faith are a testament to the power of human spirit. For Iconic Media News, Emerson Douglas Mafra.
Welcome back. In our viewers' opinions, we come back with our question where we asked our viewers outside there, what's your opinion on the new directive for the customers to present their national IDs for the transactions of above 1 million shillings. And here we have Kabuye Francis says this directive is a great move to curb fraud and enhance security in our banking system. And we also have Nakato Evelyn who says, I think it is an inconvenience to many people, especially those in rural areas without national IDs. And also Senyondo JB says it's a good thing, but the banks should also improve their online services to reduce queues. And we have Mugisha Ibrahim says this directive will help reduce money laundering and other financial crimes in Uganda. And then lastly, Namuga Anamer says, I am worried about privacy concerns. How will the banks protect our personal information? And how that will come to the end of our news bulletins. Let's come back with sports news.
What would your child do? Students make better choices when they learn life skills.
Let's get fruits. Eating healthy makes us strong.
Ask about the Health and Family Life Education Program for your...
And the forest is quiet. It's shaping up for a beautiful day. But when the phone rings, everything changes. Dr. Ricky is part of the team of gorilla doctors in Uganda. Real wildlife heroes, but they don't wear caps. The mountain gorilla is one of the most endangered species on the planet. With only about 1,063 individuals left in the wild, they are facing a number of threats, including habitat loss, poaching, and disease. But there is hope. That hope comes in form of dedicated conservationists like the gorilla doctors. The gorilla doctors are a team of vets and support staff who are dedicated to saving the lives of perhaps the most fascinating creatures on the planet. These incredible individuals hike for hours through the dense forest to reach gorilla groups and provide medical help. Their work is very vital to the survival of the mountain gorillas and is making a real difference. But the gorilla doctors can't do it alone. They rely on the support of other people to continue this life-saving work. Relying on our local communities to peacefully coexist with the gorillas. And relying on you to come visit the gorillas and support this important conservation work.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. In our sports news, that newly revamped Nachivubo Stadium was officially reopened. This has followed the long-awaited renovations by the city tycoon Hamis Chigundu. Let's have more details about this.
The Nachivubo Memorial Stadium, also known as Hamu Stadium, has been reopened on the 1st June 2024 following the extensive renovation of the stadium into international stadium. And this stadium, it's going to help Uganda in participating in the participation of the Pamoja Bid 2027 and the Chan 2024. Chigun has done a very good job in improving the stadium, whereby he has added other sports facilities like basketball, boxing, capacity of 30,000 people, and originally it was established in 1962. The stadium commemorates the Ugandan soldiers who died in the Second World War, and that's why it's called the Nachivubo Memorial Stadium. Hamu Stadium has been reopened on the 1st June 2024.
Following the recent visit of President Museveni to the stadium, President Museveni thanked Hamis Chigundu for improving the stadium into an international stadium, and he was very grateful for the job well done by Hamis Chigundu.
I want to congratulate and thank Hamis Chigundu for the good work he has done here. Now, when he came with this idea, kumungiri yange yekiyekera nagitegererawo kubanga tufe abayekera tetulwawo bwolwawo okusalamu ofa omuyekera talwawo. So when Chigundu came, it was a clear idea. There is a government asset called Nachivubo. You lease it to me, I develop it using private money, and then I recover my cost through the collections and also the other businesses I will do around there in 49 years. So this was clear. What is the problem? Facilities, I have been assured that they meet the standards of AFCON and other international groups. So I'm very happy. So we're now.
And on its official opening date, whereby we saw a number of artists, over 100 artists came through to entertain Ugandans, and we had football matches, Kitala taking on URA. And this is what the Kitala boss Brian Senyon had to say about this game.
Gufine omedi tebaliwo gufine omedi bali ku national team zaga ne pade balina some knocks basobola kubeera omupira naye nga tujja kusamba omupira omulungi na team esobola okuteekawo enkya nesamba omupira omulungi.
And let's take a look at the highlights of this game.
Here. What a powerful finish from Joseph Semju in only a minute. Joseph Semju, aka Baggy, finds the first goal for the URA Football Club. Well, coach Alex Yisabide Musongola, well, calling on the few players here. As again, URA Football Club try to break this deadlock in only a minute. Oh, that was another good chance. Chimbowa Sharif lays it away. Oh, that powerful shot inside at the back of the net. Oh, Joseph Semju did not control. Good chance URA Football Club are leading against the Royals away from home. And Joseph Semju will go down to Hans Stadium War Memorial Books that, of course, was the player that scored the first ever goal to this newly refurbished stadium in Uganda. The Uganda Cup and the captain, the Uganda Cup team winning the cup finally against Snake. Chance here for Chimbawa, and of course, yes, it's in. Ivan Ahimbisi.
In another game, we saw AC Villa, a parent club, hammering Express FC by 1-0. A goal scored by Hakim Mutebi. Let's also have the highlights of the game.
In the first half, the opening 5 minutes of the second period was enough for that player, Andrew team, to at least give the Uganda Premier League champions the lead against the Red Eagles. Goalkeeper Abubakar Yunus was left totally
SFC, and in boxing Gorilla Moses was beaten by Umar Semata.
Lava round 8 and say Gorilla Moses of Uganda. No fight so far about here.
No fight yo ngabule njira bagorora inza kujja ekintu katulabe kubanga yepi katumulaba
is a Ugandan champion.
Era champion naye katulabe fight tomanye na gwera wa
Gorilla Moses of Uganda ateka kembera nenga situka bamukubye obupatu. Gorilla Moses afudde alaga manyi ne Umar Semata tagenda olaba Gorilla Moses omukubye wansi. While in another game in boxing, Isaac Zebra Senyange beat Chitaka Ibrahim to take the National Boxing Belt Championship. And in another sports event in basketball, KIU Titans beat Jetty Jaguars by 51 to 49 points.
For Iconic Media News, Jonah Nakandwana.
Thank you so much for watching the news at 1. I've been Emerson Douglas Mafura alongside Akandonako Jonan aka AJ Shoots. Keep tuned in for more to come at 9.